Dear musicians, thank you so much for taking part in the Sacred Sound Festival. It's been an absolute honor and privilege to work with you, and thank you so much for your time, energy, and your commitment to this vision. Over the last year or so, since the beginning of 2020, pretty much around this time, where we started the first Sacred Sound Festival in in England, in East Sussex. I've been working with various musicians, working with them to help them get more, sort of better professional online, and bring the music that they normally sing in smaller groups, one-on-one, to small groups, sometimes bigger groups, to an online audience. During that time, we've made a lot of progress. We've worked with some amazing musicians, helped their YouTube channels grow from 500 subscribers to 1,000, and seen massive growth in other artists as some of the medicine musicians go into the next level of their career, with 50,000 YouTube subscribers and thousands of people watching their live streams, etc., etc. And we've also worked with artists that have, just starting out from the beginning, just setting up their Facebook pages, and doing their first live streams, recording their first tracks and uploading those to Spotify, and so the whole range of different musicians. And during this time, I've always been considering, okay, so how can we further support musicians in their careers? Because as you realize, the music that we play, this music that is transmitted from, most of it anyway, transmitted from a deeper place. Well, most of it, yes. It's transmitted from a deeper place, or from the realms of spirit, which we access through various plant medicines or meditation, or those type of activities. How can we get that to a broader audience? Also, coming to the realization that most people in the world will never take part in a ceremony, will never sit down and take part in a gathering. But the way they're going to be exposed to the energy, the consciousness, the wisdom of the plants is through the music that the plants have gifted to us and have inspired through us. And the plants and the angels and the spirits have gifted us these beautiful songs, and God has gifted us this beautiful talent to share this positive, inspirational, uplifting message that the world needs at this time. So in that process of trying to sort of resolve this thing of, okay, I'm really passionate about supporting musicians and really want to help them to reach a large audience, with the ultimate mission that through doing that, that's one way that I can participate in the transformation of the planet and the upliftment of humanity as such, an upliftment of the planet. And therefore, also at the same time, as we uplift our consciousness, we also heal each other, we also heal ourselves, and we also, at the same time, as people's consciousness uplifts, we will also heal the planet. People will do less damage to the planet, people will be less inclined to cut down the forests, will be more inclined to peaceful resolutions to all the issues that we face as humanity. So I see this as a mission that has profound implications in terms of the ability of our species to evolve from darkness to light, from sickness and dysfunction to functional cooperation. So in this light, over the last year, I have had various inspirations And one of those inspirations was to start the Sacred Sound Festival. So I went ahead, did that, and we've had fantastic success as a non-professional organization, non-professional festival. We've done some amazing stuff. And then from that, we also came from that was also the Sacred Heart Collective. We needed some way to communicate or identify us as a collective in our local area, a group of people that sit down and sing on a regular basis kirtan and medicine songs, sacred songs. Then I decided, okay, so what sort of organization should we create to be able to help sacred medicine musicians? And I created the organization business called Sacred Medicine Music, with the idea that somehow we need to generate revenue in order to help people set up their YouTube, help people set up their online events, support people, encourage people, train people on the technicals, how to technically, what sort of instruments you need, what sort of, audio interface, all that type of knowledge that we need to get, and also how to interact with stuff like Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that. So I created that organization. But it wasn't quite fitting. It just didn't have the right sort of setup. So over the course of the last 11 days of the Sacred Sound Festival 2, I've been given the next step in the mission to bring sacred medicine music to a wider audience. And that step in the mission is the creation of an organization called the Association of Sacred and Medicine Musicians, or Medicine Music, okay? So it's an association, it's a collective of sacred and medicine musicians, okay, supporting each other and creating some type of structure so that we can work in cooperation. And so we're not all doing our own little thing, and yeah, we interact in some ways, but there's no cooperation. So what we're doing is we're going to cooperate together, and in that way, the ASMM, the Association of Sacred Medicine Musicians, will support you as an artist to advance in your career and evolve your career, and we will support each other as a collective. Okay, so from that group of people, we will then we'll promote you. We'll also include you in the Sacred Sound festivals that we put on. So I think at some stage, the Sacred Sound festivals will be exclusively for promoting the sacred medicine musicians as part of the ASMM. So I hope you want to join me in this mission. It's all for your benefit. You will benefit greatly from your involvement, and I think it's just a fantastic idea. I hope you agree, and I will give you further instructions as they get given to me or as time goes on. The first one is that on the Sacred Heart Collective platform, I've created a group, or I've edited the group to be the ASMM forum, so that's where we'll meet initially. So if you do want to become a founding member of the ASMM, the Association of Sacred and Medicine Musicians, then you can just follow the links that I send below in the video and join me and the other sacred medicine musicians as we evolve into a really powerful, love-filled, conscious collective of musicians who are changing the world through music, sound, and vibration with consciousness. I hope you enjoy the Sacred Sound Festival, the rest of it. If you missed any of the concerts, they're amazing, and you can catch up with them on the Sacred Sound Festival website or on the YouTube channel. You can also catch up with them. We'll be playing them over the next few weeks on the Sacred Sound Festival radio. So you're welcome to join any of those channels, and please keep in touch. God bless you. God bless us.